Start time now. Oh, it wasn't personal. It's inappropriate. Oh. Who didn't I kill? This guy. Alright. Resetting run. We'll start time when I hit X. Go. I knew that looked kind of shaky anyway. Charge here, let it stand up. Charge here, you can anywhere. Yeah. And then. There we go. I like to crouch here to make sure I get this on time.
What the?
But crouching's probably not the most efficient. I'll work on that. Okay, charge here, hit the head. Door. Head. You don't need to charge anymore.
No. No.
And first split.
Alright. Now just let it work. God damn it. Why it worked?
I'm just gonna stand here to save time. Don't really have to stand here, but I guess it's more efficient. I can't miss my cue.
Please. What base?
Automatically grab her. Can't walk through the door immediately. Through the wall. Maybe I should put my split here.
Okay. It's okay now, Zoe.
It's real hard to split time when you have to take your hand off the controller and hit the screen. Say that again? Yeah. Well, I'm gonna look up today and see if you can download a completed file for the PC version of Resident Evil 7. So I can just have this stuff already unlocked so I can just run it. Because paying the 45 bucks is not great, but something I could do. But the thing that would really kill me is having to put another 20-30 hours in playing the normal game, unlocking everything, playing the hard mode, unlocking infinite ammo, playing this mode again, doing all the time trials. That's just murder. I do not have the patience to do that again. So I'm sure you can download completed files. You can do that for PS2 games. You could download completed files and transfer it to your memory card. Not with any tech I could do, but I mean,
Don't you worry,
a
Zara.
save file should be pretty easy as long as
Just a
it's
little
not a
further.
virus. But I'll have to look that up. If I could do that, then I'll purchase this again on a PC because it's a lot easier to run. My Twitch setup's already got like an overlay and all this cool stuff to go with it. And this is the only game I run, so it's not like I need it to be on console.
Come on. Not now, Gator.
I just have too much time invested in the console version to swap over.
Okay, you'll be safe here. Now just you wait here.
But we'll see. I'm pretty sure that's a thing
I'll be
now.
back with something to make you better.
I would have to hope someone's got a fully complete version of End of Zoe, though. Nope, I didn't screw it up. I lost like a part of a second because I paused for a second. I want to test something. Nope, you don't have to read that file. Okay, that's a time save.
Best stay back now. What?
I'd have to relearn to play the game though,
Just stay
because
down.
the PC version's weird. It's a lot different. Every gator. There's no reason not to. You don't walk any slower sideways. Their bodies don't have collision after they start dying, so you can just walk through them. Hit the ladder. Shame. You really should. Gotta wait for this guy to fully spawn. One shot. Yeah. We worms his way under the table. Shot that guy. Shot that guy. This guy. No. Oh, watch your punches. I don't know if it's quicker to jump down the stairs. I gotta figure out how to optimize. Then we come back here, this guy was a spawner. He does automatically dodge from that, but then this guy spawns. And then that guy did die earlier. Alright, we're gonna retry this run. Actually, we're gonna retry this segment. Reset. Let's see how I can optimize this segment. Okay, so that's where my shotgun is. Oh, hold on. Okay, so let's go straight. die from that. Okay. So, pull out the throwing spear, hit him from a distance with the throwing spear. It's a one-shot kill no matter where you hit him. Better than the shotgun, so we'll try that. I think my driver's license says blue. Oh, wow, I didn't even punch that. Nope. Shotgun technique is ineffective. Okay. I think the stairs are more efficient. There's less to do it this way. And you're guaranteed to find this guy here. Guaranteed to find this guy here. Come here and chuck. Okay. So that's what I'll do. One spear is guaranteed to kill him. You can save yourself a couple seconds of not running over to fight him. I really wish I could find a way to get myself a bomb, a tripwire bomb. I think that would make the jack fight quicker, but you would have to pause to make it. I don't know if it's worth it. I punched too early. I think that's bad. I'd have to test it in the real run, but I think it's faster to take the extra second charge than it is to punch him multiple times. Okay. One more run of that, and then I'll see if I can do a start to finish, and then we'll leave. I think I've got the strategy down. Spear is a 1-hit kill no matter where I hit him, so as long as I connect with it, we'll be good. Guy has to fully spawn in. There we go. Corner a little bit here. I'm just gonna bop this guy. Yeah, that's not too bad. It would help if I connected. Okay. Then charge him. Be like, alright, $10. $10 an icon. And that's how you start your business. Drawing Twitter and Twitch icons for people. I'm sure if you marketed yourself as like, I'll draw your, it's a simple-ish cartoon design. You tell me what your theme is, and I'll base it around that. Here's my examples of 2 people I've already done. $10, get you the icon. Additional, whatever, $5 for each additional theme you'd like, or whatever. Then maybe if you draw my banner, you can market that. But like, here's an example of a banner I've drawn. I can draw you a banner. Set your prices pretty reasonable, and you can start making some money off that. Time starts now. Oops.
They took it to an old
I hit the start button twice. So as soon as I hit X, I'll hit start. Go.
They took it to an old shack.
Charge here. Wait till the guy stand up. He's got spawn.
I can take you fuckers from my bed.
Here. Anywhere you'll kill him. Head. That door should break. You know you've actually done it. If it doesn't, you have to restart. Maybe I don't need to crouch here. Nope, you don't.
What the?
So right when the U starts coming out, span back in circle on console, you'll start moving around, exit side, that guy's head, that guy. With all the enemies for this section. Right now it's just pathing, don't get caught on anything.
No. No, no, no.
Get caught on the gator, it's got a little bit bigger hitbox than you would think.
Oh,
Alright, that wasn't too bad that time.
all right.
0.3 tenths of a second, or 0.3 of a second, higher than my last time. It's kind of hard to get perfectly the same time every time. Alright, at this point, you are stuck here. You can't do anything. This guy will talk to you. Can't leave the room. I mean, you can read this book, but it doesn't do
She
anything
needs
for
a full dose.
you. He'll finish his dialogue no matter what. Until it says, shit, I have to get Zoe out of here. You can't
Just
do
untie
anything.
me,
But
and I'll take
when
you
you
there.
say that, you need to
Please.
stand right here and pick her up. Try to look as far down as you can when you allow. That way you can't miss the cue. If you stand do it for you.
Shit. Gotta get Zoe out of here.
So I'll be calling my splits as they happen. There's no official splits right now, so you can do... No! As soon as you touch Zoe here, I use that as a split. I use, as soon as you press X on the machine and grab the antidote, I use that split. Bring the antidote back to Zoe, that's another split. When you find Zoe in the church, that's the fourth split. And then when you touch Zoe at the very end of the game, that is the final split. Pretty much every time you interact with Zoe is a split. Mainly because I play on console, it's kind of hard to hit the split button. Myself, so I have to take my hand off the controller and hit the split button.
God damn it.
So this is all predetermined. Not really an auto-scroller, it's pretty much a cutscene. Hardest part about this next segment is pathing, getting Zoe from the boat to the couch in the most efficient way possible without getting caught on stuff. I'll show you the way I've been taken. It may not be the most efficient, but it's the best way I found. As you're going down the like slope into the swamp, you can get caught on a lot of like little rocky edges on the edge. So it's kind of better to go on the like the middle to the left side. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Otherwise, there's really no way to optimize this. You can't run. There's nothing to fight. The only way to really go wrong is to get attacked by the gator coming up, which I've never had happen, but stranger things could happen. So, you want to take this inside as best you can, not too close to the wall, and then you pretty much go straight from here. Careful to the right. You can get caught on a lot of stuff.
Come on. Not now,
caught on the wall there. That's not a huge time loss, but that's time that is lost from going straight.
You'll be safe here.
Drop her off on the couch.
Now just you wait here.
Again, because I play on console, you can hit back and circle in order to
I'll be back with something to make you better.
immediately about face. Charge your punch. Double tap the door. This guy goes down to one punch. This guy goes down to one punch. I charge a full shot here to make sure this guy dies. You'll be safe here. Yeah. I've said that every single time. Like, there's gators just meters away, but yeah, you'll be safe on this couch. Those gators won't get you. The gators know. The gators know not to come on guard. Alright, he dies from 2 fully charged punches. So we can walk out of here. You don't have to. He falls down in this huge animation, but you don't have to let him fall down. Alright, this part's kind of hard. Alright. If you mess up on the throw there, you'll die because you walk right into that gator. So I kill the gator on the left. It's absolutely useless. It doesn't accomplish anything. I do it for fun. Because it's pretty slow, pretty boring. Optimization here is pretty much just pathing again. Oh, I missed. Now, the weird thing about the programming here is if you throw the spear too early, the gators are immune to damage as they pop out of the water. So you have to wait until they fully come out. Typically, once you hear like the sound of them blowing air out of their nostrils, that's when you can hit them with the spear. There'll be a gator later on that spawns too slowly, and if you throw the spear too late or too early, it won't kill him. You have to throw 2. And obviously, if you get bit by a gator, it's game over, and you have to start your run. So, kind of a run killer. So here, there's going to be one thorn that's molded at the base of these stairs. You have to wait for him to fully stand up, otherwise he won't take full damage. Pretty much once you run into his body. There'll be a 4-legged molded around the corner here. He takes a fully charged shot, everything does. This guy will take a full charged shot. This guy, you have to hit him in the head. I messed it up. Alright. You have to hit him an additional 2 times. Sometimes it's 1 time. I was trying to test the strat there, it didn't work. Alright, I've been optimizing this, so you hit this guy in the head. Hit this guy in the head. Come over here. I have to aim because I suck at aiming. That guy dies in 1 spear. And you hit X here. Split. Alright, that was a gold split, not bad.
What? Oh, come on!
I would have saved even more time if I had hit that guy twice instead of going to the door and wasting probably 2 seconds.
This is it. Final.
Grab this. Here comes an unskippable cutscene. Absolutely. Especially when you've got robotic arms on. That's how you really make it work. Alright, so he'll roar to start this fight. Kind of a fully charging hit. Bop him in the face, that'll stun him for a second. Okay. I'm gonna test the technique here. Testing a theory, I don't know if this will actually work or not. Nope. You have to power bomb him. I think it saves more time to power bomb him. Oh, that's fine. Oh, the plot. This takes place after the main story of RE7 and after the free DLC, now the Hero DLC, where you play as Chris Redfield. So the concept here is Zoe is a member of the Baker household from the main game, who you can choose to save in the main game, but the correct way is to not save her. But you promise that you'll send someone to help her. So in this DLC, Chris Redfield's team has actually come to rescue her, and you are Joe Baker, her uncle. But you didn't get the memo, so you show up and you start trying to save her, and you actually end up killing a couple of Chris Redfield's guys because you just don't feel like listening. It's kind of stupid. Split. Yeah, that actually was probably better than it was. But anyway, so we're trying to get this cure to save Zoe from the infection involved in the main game, and the big swamp thing that you're fighting is supposed to be Jack Baker from the main game, who's like the main antagonist. Well, one of the main antagonists.
Where are you, girl?
So, main plot is Zoe's sick, you're trying to cure her and then get her out of the swamp. But all these little swamp monsters are part of a virus made by a company that's like Umbrella, but it's not Umbrella for some reason in this game. And it's a bioweapon that's supposed to create, like, unkillable monsters, like all the Resident Evil games. Now, I run this game, and it ends up being about 20 minutes. It took me about 2 hours to beat it the first time, so it's not incredibly long.
Damn. This whole place has gone to hell.
I feel like my run of the main story is a little bit more impressive just because the game in an hour and a half rather than a 2-hour game in half an hour.
It's gotta be up ahead.
I do plan on running the Not a Hero DLC, but I really want to get this time, like, really solid and have a good recording of it. And there's so many mistakes I keep making, so many, like, optimization things I keep learning, that I want to make sure I know what I'm doing and have, like, a video of it first, and then I'll move on to the other DLC. Some people speedrun the other DLC in the game, which is, like, there's a blackjack minigame you play, people speedrun that. There's a weird, like, Jack's birthday minigame where you have to feed him food. I'm not a huge fan of them, but you can speedrun those too. I won't. See? Sorry, I lost a second there because he attacked me. See how I threw it too early and he didn't die? That's stupid. You gotta wait for that. You gotta wait for that hit. Oh, I can't believe I let that gator bite me. Get that one first, it spawns quicker. It's got a first aid bag in it. I don't need it. And then you run slower because this is a safe room. And charge up your fists. You can lose a run here. You can actually slip on this platforming here. Yep. You can actually fall in the water, and that's a major time loss. See how that guy didn't die in the first hit because it must spawn fully. See what he's got. One punch. That guy dies, and then you're done with this segment. Turn left here. Four-legged mold. Easy. This segment can probably be optimized. Four-legged here, two-legged here, and then there's this guy. They're not dying like they're supposed to. This run's kind of a dud, but that's alright. Every bad run is a chance to learn. There's gonna be a guy right here. You have to kill him. There's gonna be a guy on the left here. You have to fully let him spawn. Punch. Get two guys here. Kill two of them with one punch. This guy spawns. You can kill him with one hit. That was actually a really good segment there. That's not bad. I made a bunch of mistakes, but that was probably the cleanest I've ever had that boardwalk go, so. So. You're gonna be confused. Alright. So he takes two of those. That guy dies in one hit. This guy dies in one hit. Area clear. Take an extra second. And then I'm gonna split. I am way behind time. Ooh, that's fine. To catch you up to speed, the plot is, if you were an old man, you were trying to save your crystal needs, there are swamp monsters, you punch them with your hands. For more in-detailed look at the story, please check out my other runs. But yeah, the main RE7 game is a lot more stealth and like survival based. You've got guns, a knife, you know, the same shotguns, grenade launchers you typically get. In this one, you are a boxer and a survivalist, so your health items are bugs that you eat. Your main weapon are your left and right fists that you use to make combos. And it's more like, I don't know, like fight night in the swamp. It's kind of weird. But it's more focused on like comboing monsters in their heads and knocking them out and then stomping on them when they're down. But if you beat the game on the hardest difficulty, you get these mechanical bio arms or whatever. Bionic arms, that's probably a better way to put it.
Oh, hell, Jackie boy.
That increase your punching capability to the point where you can one-hit kill everything. Which is why I run it on the New Game Plus difficulty. For some reason, they take your arms from you here. Alright, I'm doing pretty good. For some reason, the console has these really bizarre load screens. There's always two of them. Oh shit, there's three of them this time? And it's random how many I get and how long they last, which makes me really nervous. You guys actually might know the answer to this.
What the hell is this?
Can you go and download completed save files for games, for like PC games? I was gonna look that up later, but I didn't know if you guys would already know. What I want to do is buy this for PC because they've got auto splitters and stuff for it that would make it easier to run. And it's obviously a lot faster. You don't have those obnoxious load times. But I don't want to play like 30 hours of the game again. So I want to download a completed save file with all the work I've just done, but for PC instead of console. Now, you can fight Jack with the left gauntlet you have here. It is a lot slower than using the dual, though.
Just you wait, Jack.
I'm pretty behind on my time here, but it's kind of close to what I had originally.
Zoe!
Okay.
Zoe, wake up! Wake up!
My best time is 2023. It did not record as I switched tabs. He'll jump back here. He does a really long range charge attack here. Gives you time to charge your opponent. You run up with a full charge to the head. Keep popping. up. Knock him down. Fully charge up. Again, fully charge up. Again, get another chance for chores here. Double bop. Alright, and then the fight's over. I blocked too many times, that's fine though. It's inconsistent on whether or not he'll attack, if he'll stand there, if he'll jump away. So we just kinda have to. Time will end when I touch Zoe's crystallized body over here. So, end time of 2037. Not bad.
You're gonna be all right now.
It's still a full 14 seconds over my best time, which I can't prove,
Zoe?
but...
Zoe! Wake up, Zoe!
Okay. So, 2037 is my best recorded time. Let me do one more run, because I gotta go buy groceries. Pink. So, my best, I had one gold split there, which was the optimization of that spear throw, which I think I can do again. No, I guess I'll let you pick that. Alright, so time starts when I hit skip movie. Time. Oops. Oops. Alright, hold on, we're gonna restart. Menuing fail. So time will start when I hit X here. Go. Let's try this again. X, X, you need a shotgun, infinite weapons, and there we go. And you don't want to crouch there. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna try that one more time. And start. Okay. If you notice in the inventory there, the Spirit Blade is the only knife you get in the game. You get that for beating the time challenges on normal difficulty. Really low damage, slow swinging sword or knife that lets you regenerate health off the monster you hit. But like you stick to the monster when you hit them, so it's super inefficient. XXX.
What the?
So, we're about face right here again. Charge up our That does not take a full charge. That's the only enemies left. But yeah, the Spirit Blade, the infinite weapons gives you infinite ammo for the shotgun, the spears, the throwing knives, and the stake bombs.
No.
You will not see throwing knives difficulty, and you won't see any stake bombs because I would have to pause to use them. Wow, I still got a gold split on that. Okay.
Alright. Just let it work.
Alright. Gold split on the first segment, something I haven't been able to pull off in a while. Now, I apologize for the overlay here. This is just the PSN overlay that they give you. It's not super ugly, but it's the only way I can see chat. Otherwise, it's got like a voice to, or a text-to-speech option, but it's kind of inconsistent, and I'm worried that I miss comments if I do that, so I just kind of don't use it.
What base?
Oh, I guess since you're watching the game, you can see this. The guy I was interrogating, he was right there, and now he's right there.
Gotta get Zoe out of here.
But you really only need to be right here. It makes you wait there, and I cannot figure out why. Maybe it's because it wants the Jack model to go under the water before you leave the house. I couldn't tell you.
Okay. It's okay now, Zoe.
But yeah, I've never run into those weird loading screens before this DLC. But if you run too fast through that opening segment, there's so much going on, I guess the game doesn't know what to do. So it blacks the screen out so it can load more assets in the background. It's really obnoxious. Pretty sure if I had like a solid state drive on the PS4, it'd probably run faster, and if I had it on PC, it would probably run even faster. Which is why I want to buy it on PC, because it's kind of hard to speedrun a game when it forces you to pause so it can load shit for you. Last run it loaded 3 times. I've never had it load that many times. Normally it does 2.
Where in all hell did this wall come from?
Also, they don't really put an idea of how long since the main game this DLC happens,
Looks like somebody
but it's
left the
definitely
lights
not
on.
long enough for them to build this giant ass metal wall with all these mechanical doohickeys on it. Like, it would take them, I feel like, at least a year to get all this stuff up, if not more.
Don't you
But
worry, Zoe.
Resident Evil games aren't really
Just a
about
little
the story.
further.
Okay. So it's just an optimization of pathing here again. We go straight from here. So we'll just kind of watch our feet here.
Come on.
Go a little far left this time so we don't flip the wall. Gators can't use stairs, that's why she's safe here.
You'll be safe here.
That's the main concept. Gators can't climb upstairs.
I'll be back with something to make you better.
Also, he disappears. I think I have a better way of killing that guy. I think I can hit him with a spear. I think if I throw a spear at him, it'll be a one-hit kill, and it would save me like 2 seconds of fully charging there. Alright, I think I can optimize that a little better too. You have to make sure you kill him in a good position, otherwise you get stuck.
What?
So if you walk too far away from him to charge, he'll start walking towards you and he'll block your path. So I kind of screwed that up, but that's fine. That is always too close for him. The gators in this game have an absolutely tiny, like, aggro cone for some reason. Like right there. And then, some of them are programmed if they spawn and you walk right at them. Sometimes they'll just swim away. But I don't know how to make it work. You have to utilize that in the hardest difficulty. Like, there's one that blocks your path and you pretty much just have to walk at him and he'll despawn. But there's no consistent way to do it on this difficulty, so I just throw the spears. They don't waste any time. Alright, so I got about a minute and 30 seconds to make it through here. There's going to be only one molded. He's facing the stairs. Gotta make sure he fully stands up. There we go. Broken box there too. This guy, gotta make sure I really put down. There we go. That's how you do it. Now we're running on good speed. These fists have a small shockwave in front of them and to the side of them. That's why you'll see me hit things I should hit. Okay. Swap the spear. Got him. First try. Oh, we're saving good time here. Yeah, that was a huge time save. I saved 6.5 seconds right there.
Oh, come on!
Also, they never really explain why they put this complicated machine on this rusty-ass, dilapidated paddle boat. Doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Okay, so this guy should take 4 fully charged double punches. Let's count them out. Oh. Alright, he just screwed up my time, but that's fine. That's the inconsistency. You might want to stand a little further back just to make sure you don't do that. Otherwise, getting up. One. No roar. Two. Alright, now he's down. Wait for the finisher. Alright, so I lost a couple seconds on that fight. Which is mega disappointing. It's fine. In case you're wondering, according to the story, that monster I just ripped the head off, it's the same monster you see the whole game. Nothing between me and the save point here, so you just run. Okay, I saved 1.6 seconds there because of how poorly that fight went. For some reason the gate's open. Don't know who opened that. This cute little pink sticker. I can't read it.
You're gonna get it.
Don't know what it says. Another segment of throwing spear at the gators. I guess the boards, like the leaderboards for the speedrun, haven't been set up yet because they're waiting for the PC auto splitter to be designed. So until they design the PC auto splitter for this, there's not going to be a leaderboard. I'm just practicing when that time's out. Practice my aim while we're at it. That's a centipede in that box. Let's see if we can save that extra fraction of a second by not tripping on anything here. Nope. Wait for this guy to spawn in. Double punch these guys. That should have worked just fine. Alright, so that segment went a lot better. This guy should be able to be punched immediately. This guy takes a second, and then those guys are not dead. That wasn't too bad. If you mess up the timing on that one guy, everything gets thrown out of whack, because then the enemies, those two enemies, spawn quicker, so you have less time to charge. So, it's kind of pivotal that I get the perfect timing on that. The crouching is for effect. Don't explode now. Oh, what? Yeah, now my run's behind.
It's a goddamn sacrilege.
What a bummer. That fat molded normally explodes way before I even get to that point. I have no idea why I waited that long.
Jack? What the fuck? God damn it, Jack! Don't you remember your brother? Don't do it! Don't you touch her! Jack! Get me the fuck out of here! I'm your family! How the fuck can you do this to me? Get me the fuck out of here, Jack!
A 20-minute run. You can always
hell,
go
Jackie
back
boy.
and replay it, and it's not a huge time loss if you miss a certain
What's
thing.
happened to you?
Or in my other run, with an hour and a half, it's pretty dramatic if you have to restart the whole thing. Alright, let's see if I get those obnoxious loading screens. There's one. The long one. There's two. There's three.
Ed, you son of a bitch. Let's do this. What the hell is this?
Less than 3 minutes to finish the game.
One of their fancy toys?
One of their fancy toys.
Ready for use. Charging. Charge. Charge.
Fully charged. Need a fully charged kit. These guys do.
Charge. Charging.
So this is the door. And make sure you climb up these. They've very helpfully labeled them with yellow tape.
Charge.
Not need to touch this guy on the left. Probably need to touch this guy, but the game auto locked onto the guy to the left there for some reason every time. I didn't take damage that time. Doesn't actually affect anything. Okay.
Jesus.
So come in here. Okay. That was a little better. This fight is probably the hardest part to optimize because he's so random. It's hard to tell
Zoe!
how to make this perfect, but we'll give it a shot.
Zoe! Zoe! Wake up! Wake up!
Alright, so he'll charge up, I'll charge up.
Yoda's around the dog.
Every single time he does.
Get out of the open. Bring it on!
And then we run forward, make sure you hit his head, and double punch him in the head. Just kind of power through. Okay, fully charged by the time he gets down. Fully charge again. Fully charge again.
You remember what
Not the Alright, fight's over. You don't need to press anything here, it just does it itself.
farewell of the family, brother?
Not gonna be my best time, but it's gonna be better than my last time. Okay. 2029.
Hang in there.
Saved 8 seconds off my last run.
You're gonna be alright now.
And 6 seconds behind my best.
Zoe? Zoe! Wake up, Zoe!
Joe, what happened to her? Are you okay?
I'm fine, don't you worry about me. It's all over now.
Okay. It says I only throw 13 punches, but I feel like mathematically that can't be true. Double punches don't count as punches. Yeah, that makes sense. Alright, well, thank you for watching me. I am going to go get some groceries now, and then I have to clip this later to prove that I made that time. But thanks again. I'll probably talk to you sometime later today, but peace.